activities. Oh, I don't know. Does that work? Can you guys hear me now? I couldn't tell if I could like hear myself or not. It was being really weird. But hopefully you guys can hear me. Thanks for dropping by, External. I appreciate it. And let me know if like I might it's doing the delayed thing again, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to monitor like I usually am, like on my headset. Yes, I hear you. Okay, good math. Cause like my headset's being all wonky again, which is not good. I don't know why it's doing that, but for now, because otherwise I'm gonna talk like super delayed, and trust me, no one wants that. I'm gonna keep my headset off and I just won't monitor. That's gonna be so fun. Yeah, I'm gonna put this to the side. Um, and yeah, so we're gonna do some more shiny hunting today. Actually, let me drag this a little lower. I don't know why my audio setup is being weird. It's been like a week since I last streamed, so that honestly might be why. But I don't know how I'm sounding. I don't know how I am, how the game audio is. If I need to adjust anything, please let me know because I'm not gonna be listening. I really should be listening, but I'm gonna have to troubleshoot that because everything's being weird right now again. I wonder if there's a Windows update. That's what caused it the last time. But yeah, more shiny hunting today. Actually, speaking of shiny hunting, I completely forgot to set up my counter. That might be a little helpful. All right, that should, let me see if it's working. It should not be at 2,407, I can tell you that much. So let me see if this will let me go down. Oh, that's... yeah, there we go. All right, let me get this down to 2,400 because that's where we are actually at. We are actually at 2,400, not anything higher, as much as I wish we were. But yeah, it's been a minute since I last streamed. It's been a minute since I was able to do anything but work. It's been a super busy week for me, and I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be streaming again. I've been working on a special project that I'm pretty excited about. No shiny yet, of course. Today has not been my lucky day. But hopefully things sound okay. And Math or whoever else is in here, please let me know if it does not sound okay, because I would prefer to know about it. But yeah, I am just going to be setting up some monitoring outside of the fact, and hopefully that'll help things just a little bit. All right, yes, we do want Squirtle. We do love Squirtle. Squirtle is one of my favorite starters. I think honestly, it's so funny. I feel like I'm more so like a grass type girly. But I think most of my favorite starters are all water types. I like Squirtle. I like Oshawott. Well, it's a mix. It's a good mix. Like sometimes I do choose like the non-water type starters, but more often than not, it is water type. Maybe that's because of the weather. I don't know. I do not know. But so continuing the hunt today. Obviously, I don't know how long I'll be streaming because I should probably figure out what's causing my headphones to lag. I might just have to reset the mic again, which would be kind of a bummer. So hopefully I don't have to do that, and hopefully things just go okay. But yeah, so I hope you guys have been doing well since the last time I saw you. It's been quite some time. It's gonna be quite some time probably again, because I am going to be working 60 hours straight. We love that. So it's gonna be some time. Gonna be some time, and that's okay. Hopefully today is the day. So far, it is not, and that is okay. We will rebuild. Oh, well, by rebuild, I guess, it's really just making sure that, I try to get a shiny. Trying is half the battle, I feel like. And with this game, I feel like I haven't been able to play this game yet since it got out because I've been shiny hunting. Let's see. Ooh, a couple messages in from Math. Working on probably a way too long video for now, but that's only coming out in a few months. Yeah, I have been also working on a video, and I'm really hoping to be able to get it out by the end of this week. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. My goal is Friday. My goal was actually originally today, but I was just not getting far enough on it. It's going to be 22 minutes long, so it's a lot of editing and doing effects and transfers and, or not transfers, transitions and all that jazz. So that's why it's taking a really long time. And so I only have, I believe it's something like, I think I have like 8.5 minutes left, or 8.5 minutes done out of the 22. So my goal today is to make it to 12 minutes. After I get off stream, I'm also going to be editing. So we'll see how that goes. But Nem says, finally, the second of my streamer friends that were gone for roughly the same amount of time are back to streaming. I am so sorry. I felt so bad. I was like, I really want to be able to stream, but I'm working way too much. I gotta like prioritize things a little bit. But obviously headphones are off today because my monitoring is off. I'll probably troubleshoot that after stream too. But I won't be able to hear anything, so I don't know how my audio levels are and all that. But yeah, I just figured it would be an easy sort of return to just shiny hunt, and so that's what we are doing. Math says, I do keep things consistent with regular uploads. Depends on the video type. I always speed through the editing because, well, I have done it too much. I've gotten faster. Like, I think, like, oh gosh. The first time I went heavy editing on, like, a video, and it wasn't even, like, that good of editing. Like, I'm even seeing, like, my progress as I edit. Like you look at my first video that did like pretty well, which was the every Pokemon every announcement during Pokemon Day directs and every Pokemon Day thing that happened. That the editing on that is not perfect. It is not even close to perfect, and I see my improvements slowly but surely. The Tomodachi Life video is a little better, and even just like the one that I'm working on right now, I feel like is a little bit better too. So yeah. But things have been going pretty well. I feel like if only I were not working so much. Working so much. Like literally, like just I have a 60-hour week coming up, so I'm not really super stoked for that. But I'm hoping that after that I have a couple days off and then I go back to night shifts. And so for whatever reason, I don't stream after work when I'm on day shifts. However, I will stream after work when I'm on night shifts. So that leads to a lot of morning streams. And it's not the most opportune time for growth is kind of what I'll say. But it's you know, it's when I have the time for it, and that's okay too. So, but yeah, I'm happy to be back at it. I will probably be away again for like 7 days after today. Tomorrow, I might stream tomorrow, but I also might just prioritize editing and really try to get that video out by Friday. But it's gonna be a tough call. Yeah. Hi, Maddie. I hope you're well. Long time no talk. Well, actually, I think we talked a little bit yesterday, or like 2 days ago. I can't quite remember. But welcome to the stream. We're shiny hunting again. My last shiny hunt stream randomly got some traction, and I was like, well, it's easy for me to do, so I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again since People seem to at least somewhat enjoy it. I'm really excited though because I've had, you can see in the background, I have the air mattress set up because we had guests over. And I'm excited to get that down. But my cat is not excited. She's sleeping on there right now. You might be able to see her. Oh, I'm glad you're good. I'm doing okay. Just working a lot, and that's okay. I've had a string of bad luck today, which I'm sure will continue. I'm sure I won't get the shiny just because I've had such bad luck today, but we will live. We will persevere. We will persevere through it. But yeah. I just like shiny hunting. I feel kind of bad. I haven't been able to progress in the story at all since this game came out in February because I've just been shiny hunting the entire time. But I really only shiny hunt in these like big spurts. So it's, you know, it's kind of like I do want to get all the gift Pokemon in shiny, so like the Magikarp or the Eevee or, you know, any of those. But I guess it's kind of luck of the draw. It's Pokemon, so people flock toward that quickly. I was surprised by how long the mixtape video ended up being. Thought it would be a 12-minute video. Yeah, I like that video. I like that video a lot. It felt like you balanced things out pretty well between like critiquing it or kind of critiquing it and like every time you said because it's cool. That cracked me up. I like that. So yeah, I enjoyed that video a lot. I watched, I gave it a like, and I gave it a comment. Go math, go. I hope your luck gets better. Me too. Maybe, so basically I've been trying and waiting. I've been waiting for Pokemon XP lottery results to come in for me. Most of my friends have already gotten theirs back and they've gotten tickets. And I found out today I was not lucky enough to make it. So I don't know what it's gonna be. I was really hoping to be able to go to XP and Worlds this year, and I've been a fan of the franchise for so long, but this is the first time that I have actually, you know, like tried to make it into a Worlds, and it just, I didn't get lucky. Which is a bummer, but it's okay. I'm hoping that single day passes will go into my favor a little bit, because I can handle a single day, and I would go to the San Francisco store, and I don't know, I have some channel plans that I might, if I get to go to San Fran for that, I might like be able to do something for. But I think otherwise those will probably have to be put on hold until I can make it to something that would actually make a worthy sort of event for what I'm planning to do. And Worlds was like the perfect event for it. And unfortunately just nah. We'll see if there's any like launch events or any launches I feel like going to at Nintendo New York in the near future. I'm really hoping to be able to make it to Fire Emblem, but ultimately it depends on when it comes out. If it's August, it might be iffy. If it's September, that's a lot better. For me, at least. It might take another 6,000 resets or another 12,000. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going until I get the shiny Squirtle. Even if it takes me a while, it's okay. I don't mind waiting. I'm patient sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I'm patient. Sometimes I'm patient. My copy of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance came in today. That's super exciting. Is it the I'm assuming it's the PAL version, right? I wonder, I think PAL versions are slightly cheaper than like the North American version, right? I think. Not sure. But that does remind me that I need to get back to my playthrough. I realized too, like, when I came over to stream, I'm like, oh my gosh, I never unplugged my Switch from my Elgato, which means I think I played it once. I played my Switch once this whole week, and it was to play Mario Party 3 with with one of my friends. He won. I lost. I got second. But we were very united against the CPU players. It was making me think, I'm like, this would have been really fun to stream, but like, it's hard to like do the setup, and when obviously like I can't even get my audio syncing to work properly, which is why again I don't have headphones on as I normally would. Like, you know, it's a little rough. Squirtle, but not shiny. But yeah, I don't really know how long the stream is going to go. It might only be like a 2-hour, roughly long stream. You know what? I'm gonna check again. I feel like I wonder if it worked itself out. Did it work? No, it did not. I can kind of hear it like through my headphones because I normally have it monitoring. And at this point, I don't really want to like. Oh, maybe that's why. Hold on, let me try this. Did that work? Oh, that worked. That worked. That worked. That worked. I did it, guys. I did it. I can now monitor and not have it be a total disaster. Let's go. I was totally expecting to have my headphones off like the entire stream, but I'm glad I got the monitoring to work. I can hear myself and it's not echoing, which is nice. We love it. We love to see it, or hear it in this case. But yeah, unfortunately, that was good luck. That was good luck. But other than that, the luck has not been good. Oh my gosh, it's obviously the PAL version. Well, I know some people in the US that get the PAL versions of games because they're cheaper, just to have like for collection purposes. So I wanted to make sure. PAL is like $10 cheaper on price charting. Ooh. Hold on. I have my Discord open. But it's being kind of annoying because for some reason streamer mode didn't pop on, and I don't know why it didn't. At least I don't think it did. Maddie and Math, you have me on Discord, I think, or at least Maddie does. I don't know if we're friends yet on Discord, Matt. But I don't think it's popping up. Just kind of weird. Kind of weird. You got me shiny hunting now. Connections? Well, I have that. Content and social? No. Heh. I guess I can unignore that person because they do not have an account anymore, apparently. Yeah, that's it. You know what? I turned my mic up a little bit. Let me know how that sounds, because it felt like it was a little quiet, like as I was monitoring. So I turned it up just a little bit. It's not at full blast or anything. It is currently at minus 3.6 decibels. So it's not at full blast yet. I'm just so glad I can monitor again. I was really hoping that I could do it. I was really hoping. I couldn't find my Switch earlier this week. I've been playing my 3DS more than anything. That is totally understandable. I've had the itch to play my 3DS recently. I've had the itch to get like a modded 3DS, honestly. I'm gonna try one more thing here, sorry. There we go. Alright, I just wanted to click that on because I didn't have it before. I got it for $100 because that's how Vinted works. The gold mine for games and gadgets. That's pretty cool. I'm very closed off on Discord. Purged a lot of stuff. That's fair. That is fair, Math. I don't blame you. I have so much on Discord that I just, like, servers that I just don't really go in, and some of it is friend stuff. Streamer mode really exists so it can show Discord on stream. It hides stuff like username and account info and stuff. Yeah, it also hides notifications, and I keep getting notifications, which is why I'm like, I wish I could get it on, but it's not working. So I have two 3DSs. I have a base 3DS that I got. It's an Ambassador Program 3DS, so it's pretty old. It's a pretty old 3DS, and it's the one that my brother used to play on, so it's kind of gross. Because once I got my new 3DS, I gave him that one, and then I took it back because I was like, I want my base 3DS again. But my hope is to be able to get like an XL, or maybe I guess there's a way to do like the LL, like the Japanese XL, and switch it so that it's like the US version, and that would be pretty good. That would be pretty good. But yeah, that's but that's good to know, Maddie. That's good to know. Your mode is buggy. Put yourself on Do Not Disturb and it should have the same effect. Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. That is true. Let me do that. Yep. Hopefully. Hopefully that worked. I got the itch to buy an Xbox Series S and an Xbox One, and having an itch while you're tired makes you buy it. You're not wrong. I have almost bought a lot of things recently. There is a shirt on Pokemon Center that I really want. It has a Dragonite and it has like a lighthouse on it, and it's like a repeated print. And I'm just like, oh, that would be so cute with like a skirt. So I might get that. And then there was a like pin backpack that they brought out. It was like a sea like underwater pin backpack. And I did like that. I did like that a lot, and I might actually just buy both when I get the chance after I get paid, and we'll see how much my paycheck is. I'm in 5 Discord servers, don't need more. Lucky. What Game Boy Advance games did you get? I got all, like, I'm assuming you're talking about the Ambassadors program. I think I got all of them except F-Zero Maximum Velocity. I think that's the only one I didn't download, but I think I could still download. But the issue is both my 3DSs don't work with modern Wi-Fi, which sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm telling the truth. It does not work on my current Wi-Fi. But I think I got Minish Cap, I got Sacred Stones, and Sacred Stones is actually my first Fire Emblem game, and I got into the series partially because of that. Partially, I say partially because there's a whole story. There's a whole story on why I got into Fire Emblem, and that is just one part. If you're going to mod a 3DS, grab a new 3DS XL or LL. There's certain homebrew stuff like CTGP7 that takes advantage of the new 3DS. Yeah, I do have a new 3DS. It's the Pokemon one, but I've been reluctant to mod it. I've been really reluctant. I haven't really edited for Litz recently though because he hasn't paid. Oh no. So that makes sense, man. Oh no. Did you know that the Game Boy Advance VC runs natively on the 3DS? I actually did not know that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I remember. Oh my gosh, this is like showing how. This is like showing my age, right? I remember when the 3DS Ambassador program came out. There used to be this like Nintendo fan site that had like forums or whatever, and I would read all the comments on this Ambassador thread, and it was just speculation on what games were going to be included. Like people are like, oh my gosh, are they gonna include any Pokemon games? Are they gonna include this or that? Or oh, is like Minish Cap gonna be part of it? And obviously Minish Cap was. Super Circuit, F-Zero Maximum Velocity, Metroid Zero Mission, WarioWare. That was actually my introduction to WarioWare as well. Yeah, it's I don't know. I miss that era. I miss when I would just sit there and just read through forums. I kind of did it when the Switch 2 was almost a thing, like not announced yet, but everyone was like, where the heck is it? Like, I want this system to be announced right now. And so speculation was crazy on like Fammy boards, and so I used to be in that thread fairly often. And I am not on Fammy boards as much anymore. I probably will once a new console comes around again, or a revision maybe. That's a long time, Matt. That's a long time. Me who has an Ambassador 3DS, but not the certificate because I never logged into the eShop. Oh no. Yeah, I made sure I got that certificate. I made sure. I was very certain I got that. I want to check something real quick. Hold on. Never mind. I guess I can't really do anything. Oh, maybe I can. Hold on. Interesting. Oh, I froze. I froze, don't worry about that. I was looking into my camera and seeing if I could, like, make the background blurry. I wish my background was more exciting. Maybe someday it will be. But right now it's just the same old, but it looks kind of cluttered with the air mattress, so... I feel like it was a bad idea in wanting to make a full video on FF7 Remake as an experience video. That game is a bit long. That game is a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's only a little long. I actually really want to get that game on the Switch too. But I technically have it on PS5. And I should really just play it on the PS5. But I don't know. Whenever there's a game on like multi-platform, right? I just always am like, I just really want to play it on Switch. Like FF14 is, you guys have no idea. I'm so excited for FF14. Am I good at it? No. Do I enjoy playing it? Yes. I am such a sucker for MMOs. It is like totally unreal. And I've been waiting. I used to play a lot of Elder Scrolls Online, which some of you may not even know that exists. But it's basically like an MMO, but Elder Scrolls. And it has all the like locations from indie games. And I used to love playing that. And then I originally had it on the Xbox One. I was like one of like 5 Xbox One owners. And I moved away, and the Xbox One is at home back in Massachusetts. I'm not in Massachusetts, so that is like a non-option. And then I got it for the PS5, so I do own it for the PS5. However, I do not want to pay the outrageous prices for PSN. I just don't. It's so expensive. I'm just like, I don't want to do it. So I will not do it. And so that makes me want it just to be on the Switch when I can pay $80 for a family account and online, which is what I do. So that's just my point of view. That's just how I look at things. You should really play it on the PS5. Is it so this experience video, are you doing it on the Switch too, or are you doing it on the PS5? Maybe I could stream that, actually, because, I mean, Elgato works with both, right? Like, right? I'm now realizing how lucky I was to get my shiny Mudkip in my copy of Sapphire, because it's literally taking so much longer to get an Alpha Sapphire. Yeah, I mean, it's taking me forever to get the shiny Squirtle. My hope is that I can just, get it today. Can I get it today? I want to get it today. Speaking of multiplat, I beat Pragmata on Switch 2 a couple days ago. Game of the year, personally. I don't think I've seen my game of the year yet. I don't know what it's gonna be. I just have a feeling something is gonna blow me away this year. Pocopia is good. And technically speaking, I guess Pocopia would right now be like my game of the year. But I don't think it's gonna be my game of the year. Like, I don't know for sure, but I just feel like there's gonna be some Nintendo game or some other game, like, down the line that's just gonna completely blow me away. And I'm just gonna be like, that is my game of the year. But I don't think it's come out yet. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I don't think I've seen it yet. I just keep on buying my PS Plus Premium subscription because I play a lot of games. You can record and stream games via Elgato on PS5, but you gotta disable HDCP on it. That is good to know. Good to know. Maddie, are you ready for this song to make you crazy? I was saying I was gonna stream until 7, but it might be 8. It might be 8. We can shave an hour off of my video editing time. It's fine. It's fine. Video editing? Who cares? That's a joke. I care immensely. But I don't know. I felt like such a renewed sense of like wanting to make videos. But it's a terrible time for it because I'm working overtime. I like quite literally, if you look at my like calendar, from, let's see, what day is it? Today's May 19th. So as of 2 weeks ago. So what was 2 weeks ago? As of May 5th. So imagine you are me and you are trying to make content and you are trying to stream. But you have a full-time job. And not only do you have a full-time job, but you are working overtime from May 5th through like the end of July. That is where I'm at. That is where I am at. I am working an obscene amount of overtime. I was very lucky. I got Alice to do 2 collabs, actually since the end of April. And one of them is done. It is complete, and I can't wait. I might post them on my channel afterwards, or it might show up as a collaboration. I don't know what they're gonna do. But I got asked to do another one too, and I still have to do work for that one. And I have no idea when I'm gonna do it. Technically, the concept is due at the end of the month, and I'm like, haha. Haha. Don't know. I will figure it out. That might be a job for tomorrow, potentially. Potentially tomorrow, we'll see. But yes, lots of overtime, lots of trying to edit on the side of working overtime. And when I say overtime, I do not simply mean I am working like a couple hours at the end of the day. No, no, no. I mean I am working like extra 10-hour shifts. So, like, that's how I am doing a 60-hour stretch starting on, I guess it would be starting Friday. But my original hope was to have everything done and edited by, I don't know, now I'm thinking about it, like, I don't know how realistic it is to have the entire video done by Friday. I'd have to probably devote all day tomorrow to editing, which is fine. But but more soon, if any of you, because there's a couple of you lurking, more coming soon if any of you are here for videos and not live streams. I'm very, very, very proud of what I've made so far, and it's a topic that nobody has touched and nobody has done, which is what I like to do. So I'm very, very excited for that. But so far, we are 44 encounters in for the day. We started at 2,400 encounters. We are now at 2,444. And we have no Squirtle, no shiny Squirtle to show for it yet, which is a womp womp. Sad trombone as a trombonist, or as a former trombonist. Technically, I'm not really. Oh, you mean overtime? Jeez, yeah, I do mean overtime. So much overtime. Fire Emblem exists. That's going to be my game of the year, even if it's gameplay. No, that's a thing. Like, it very well might be Fire Emblem as my game of the year, and I'm not even joking. It genuinely might just be Fire Emblem, because I love Fire Emblem. I don't know if I'm gonna stream that game. I haven't decided yet. I am pretty lenient on my rules. I hate losing units if I can avoid it. My Sacred Stones gameplay, or not gameplay, my Sacred Stones playthrough was like a travesty. It was so bad because I just losing people left and right. I beat the game, but at what cost? At what cost did I beat the game? But it's so good. I actually think Sacred Stones is like pretty criminally underrated. I know it's not the best, but that was my first. It's kind of like, oh, if you were born in like 1998, that means that your favorite Pokemon game is probably Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald. And it's like, yeah, but from the trailer, it doesn't look like it's gonna be as bad as Three Houses gameplay wise. So hopefully the story is not as bad as Engage's. Yeah, I really struggled to get through Engage. I really struggled with it. I really wanted to enjoy it. And I did enjoy. Here's the thing. Here's the weird thing, and I think is the common consensus around Fire Emblem Engage is that it has a really good story. Or not story. Why did I say story? It has a really good story. Really good gameplay. Like the gameplay totally had me hooked for a while, and then the story, I was like, ah. Fire Emblem Engage's story is just, it's like, wow, I cannot believe this happened. What? Who could have expected this? Also, welcome back, External. I hope you're doing well. Definitely prioritize your friend over my stream. Don't feel bad for missing out. I loved Engage a lot because it had great maps and gameplay stories. That's exactly it. Oh my gosh, I really enjoyed the gameplay. The gameplay was just really good. Ooh, you sent me a picture of your new 3DS theme. And you're right, Maddie, that did end up oh, that's so cool. Pink Floyd reference too. That's nice. Right. We are continuing on. I would love if we could make it to like 2600 today. I think that's gonna be my goal, is like 2600 resets. How's everyone doing today? I'm doing but that's okay. It's mostly just my luck. I was messaging you a little bit about it earlier, and I also mentioned it earlier in stream, so I won't say it again, but my luck has not been good today. It has been pretty bad. I've never played Fire Emblem. Is it worth trying? Absolutely it is. I would say if you have the NSO expansion pass, I think Path of Radiance would be a pretty cool place to start. But yeah, like Math said, it does depend if you like strategy games. The Game Boy Advance one, I think it's Blazing Blade, that's technically on our service, but I think I want to say Binding Blade is on the Japanese NSO expansion pack service. The closest thing to strategy that I do is play Pokemon. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. It's just that's like the quote of all time. Path of Radiance is a good one to start indeed. Yeah, that was my thought, Math. I was like, of all the ones on NSO, I think like Path of Radiance is good. I did end up getting very delayed, but I did end up getting Shadow Dragon. I got gifted a I think it was the 30th anniversary special edition that came out. And you know what? I'm so bummed. I'm so bummed that I got grown-up adult money and then they stopped doing special editions. I was like, come on. Like, I couldn't. The Three Houses one was when I was in college. Engage didn't have one that I thought was worth getting. I can't remember if they had one at all, actually. But I really, like, I wanted to spend my grown-up adult money on Fire Emblem Special Collector's Editions. And they haven't done one. It's so sad. I'm very impatient. If you don't like losing units, perhaps a newer one would be a better start. If you have a modded 3DS, I personally really like Awakening. That is the game that saved the series, so I think by that merit alone, maybe it's an okay starting point. I'm curious if did we have one over here? Now I'm gonna look it up. Because I don't know if maybe Europe had it and then we didn't. I'm gonna check. Ah, the Divine Edition. Yeah, I remember why I didn't get this. I didn't think it was worth it. I'm like, art cards, and the art book, and although I do have the Awakening art book, I did see that. Well, gotta go. See ya. I know it's late over there, so thank you for joining in, Math. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope I still have that Sacred Stone save file and do the Eric campaign so I can check out Creature campaign. Ooh, art book. Yes. Engage has an art book. There's a cat behind me. Engage has an art book. Awakening has an art book. I think most of them might. But a lot of them are confined to special editions. So for example, there's an art book that came with the 30th anniversary collection box. That did come out before I had adult money, but I still got it like years after it originally came out. I got it a couple years ago, so the code still worked. So I do have Shadow Dragon on my Switch. Cat, yes, you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Wanna come here? Little baby, little baby. She's very cute. Yeah, she's a baby. Oh, huh? The only thing is she cannot come on the desk. She really likes trying to get on the desk when I'm streaming for whatever reason. Oh, and she also wants my water. I got her fresh water this morning, so she should be good to go. Yes. No, baby. I know. She likes the oh, look at her. She's purring. You probably can't hear it, but she's purring. She's my baby. I love her. And she really likes to nudge me. And I feel so bad whenever I like ignore her as I stream. So it's like a balancing act. It's like, oh. Well, she's leaving, so she might be okay. I do have a cup of the day today that is different. So once I need a drink of water, I will show you guys the cup of the day. It just hasn't happened that I need water yet. I'm a little hydrated. I've been taking external. I was gonna say something else, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to say that. I tried Bloom for the first time today. It was the like summer punch or something. It was like a strawberry lemonade flavor. And it was pretty good. I haven't decided yet if I like it the same as I like Alani. Because I'm an Alani girly. I'm a big Alani fan. So that's what I usually get. But today I was like, they had the Shirley Temple flavor at my local convenience store. And so I got it. But I decided not to have that today. I'm gonna have it tomorrow instead. But I will have to let you know what I think. Because I just had never tried it before. And it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I haven't decided if I like it more, but I thought I'd let you know. I totally forgot to tell you earlier, but yeah. I really hope that the Shirley Temple tastes like Shirley Temple, because I really like Shirley Temple. When I when I went to, sorry, this is such a funny story. So there's a picture somewhere of me and my sister. We must have been, let's see, I think I was in 6th grade, and my sister, she was probably in 4th grade. And we had a wedding to go to down in Florida. And so we there was a bar, and obviously like we were kids, so obviously we were not drinking alcohol. We were not doing that. But there's a picture out there of like 8 Shirley Temples just surrounding us on a table. because we couldn't stop drinking Shirley Temples over and over and over again the entire wedding. Like the reception. And I don't drink Shirley Temples as much anymore, but I do miss them. That was like the Florida vacation drink, was a Shirley Temple. It is just so funny to look back on, like, hey Planet, can't stay but have fun, nerd. Thank you. I appreciate it. Also, I'm like, I see my sub goal. Crazy, when I ended streaming my last stream, I had 610, so I did go up in the meantime, I think because some of my streams randomly, like, gained traction at one point, which is kind of cool. But I'm fully expecting, like, not to make my goal for the month, which is fine. My video might make it out, like, later than I really want it to anyway, which will also cut into that. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see if the video I make takes off or not. And if it leads to any subscribers, which is fine. My ultimate goal is 1,000 by the end of the year, and we're actually a little ahead of where I thought we would be in the first place. So that's okay. I'm doing it for the love of the game. I think technically I have until February to get 1,000 subscribers, for like monetization or whatever. But I'm still, I'm like, I think I've said it before, but I'm just happy that, I'm still at the point where I can stream, even if I'm working overtime. Never mind, I am back watching on the TV. You're who's watching on— I looked at my analytics and I saw, like, there were people watching on their TV, and I was like, who is watching me on their TV? I guess it's you. You gotta let me know how the bloom tastes. Yes, I really enjoyed the, like, summer punch or summer juice or whatever it was called. It was like a strawberry lemonade and it was pretty good. Most people in our age range growing up in America remember that Shirley Temple. Yes! So when I would wake up in the middle of the night, I would turn on, well, Adult Swim technically, but it was like Cartoon Network. Like it was, you know. And when I was up early enough, that commercial would play, like the animal crackers in my soup, monkeys and rabbits, loop-da-loop. Very Shirley Temple / Kermit the Frog. My goal is like 100 subs by the end of the year. You'll get there. Your videos are fun, Math. I think you'll get there. You might even surpass it. I've watched you on my PS5. It's so funny to me because I normally, so there's two main places that I watch YouTube. My phone, especially when I'm at work, like external, whenever I pop into your streams, I'm usually on my phone at work or on my phone at my desk where I work. Not this one. Keep the work desk and the content creation / gaming desk separate. But it's that and the PS5. It used to be on the Switch, and I'm one of those I'm one of those psychotic people that has like 1,200 hours on YouTube on the Nintendo Switch. It's an obscene amount of time. But I will add more once YouTube comes out on the Switch too, for sure. I'm actually kind of surprised it's not out on the Switch 2 yet. I feel like that could show up in a Nintendo Direct. I feel like it's big enough and enough people would be excited for YouTube on the Switch 2 that they would put it in a Nintendo Direct, and that's kind of sad. That's kind of sad, but it's okay. I demand YouTube on Nintendo Switch 2. Get me it now. Bunch of people are, I already read that. I only watch on TV in the evening. Yeah, for me, I was watching YouTube on the TV earlier today, like in the morning. I got my eyebrows done. I didn't actually put any, like, I usually put a little filler on them, like, towards the end, so they're a little patchy, but they look good in real life, which is why I didn't think to do it, but Streaming always makes things look a little wonky. And then I got home and I had my bloom, and then I waited a while. But in between that bloom and starting to edit, I watched some old YouTube videos from other creators that haven't uploaded in a while, just to feel something. That sounds so sad. Just to feel something. Like, I don't know, like, do you ever, like, miss a certain era of music or, like, content creation? Like, I don't know. I used to watch, like, a ton of, like, Peanut Butter Gamer and Chadtronic especially. I watched so much Chadtronic. And sometimes I still go back and I'll watch his videos just because, like, I miss, you know, his content. And a lot of the times I'd have forgotten, you know, what his content is because it's been so long since I watched. So I do that a lot. I'll just go back and just watch old content creators that maybe don't upload as much anymore or don't go on lives anymore. I've been watching a lot of like archived lives from some creators. I'll never understand. Oh, I'm just focused on making videos, so I might get there. I think you will. I'll never understand why YouTube is not on the Switch 2 yet. YouTube going to be the thing that makes me pick up the console yet again. Yeah. It's just, it's time. It's time. We need a Nintendo Direct and we need YouTube on the Switch 2. That's what we need. YouTube app on Switch is not backwards compatible? No. It's kind of like deeply unfortunate. Because like for me, like I mean I basically still do it with the PS5, but like I prefer to have background music like when I'm doing chores or I'm writing a script or I'm doing like anything work related. I'll have like YouTube on the background like as I work, either chores, pleasure, or you know, job. It doesn't matter what I'm doing, I like having it on the background. So I used to have that on in the Switch, which is why I have 1200 hours. It's because I would put it on for everything. And I would just listen to it in the background. But now I cannot do that because it is not on the Switch 2. So instead, I have it on the PS5. When it is on the Switch 2, I will switch to the Switch 2. Actually, that's a fun question. Do any of you think that the Nintendo Switch, the original one, not the 2, just the Nintendo Switch, will outsell the PlayStation 2? That is the hot question of the day. Hot question of the day, because I don't know if it will. I used to think it would. I used to be like fairly confident even that it would. And now it's pretty close. It might get it just underneath. And I know a lot of people are saying like, oh, they're selling Nintendo Switch in India to try and catch up to the Switch, or to catch up to the PlayStation 2. So many 2s today. And I don't know if I agree with it, like that's the reason. I think they're trying to get into as many markets as they can. And I think like the Switch Online service just shut down in China, like the NetEase or whatever. I'm sending you reasons to get a modded 3DS. Let me see. What? That's so cool. Can I have Castform in Mario Kart? Castform Clan, here we stand. if I ever get big enough to do like merch, it's gonna be hydrate don't dehydrate on a shirt. And it's gonna be Castform Clan, here we stand. I think those are the two that I would go with, just because I think it's funny. PS2 is somehow still going up in sale number. I don't believe it. I truly am just like, maybe they're just like, maybe they're genuinely scared. I don't know. I do tend to be like a Nintendo gamer. But you know, yeah, Sony just magically makes numbers appear. I think they did it twice. It's like, I have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice. Like, that's sort of how I feel about it. It's like, Switch will make it to 160 million, and PlayStation will be like, actually, we sold 170. That'd be funny. I am joking, but it'd be funny. As much as I would also be like, come on. Also, we are up to 10 viewers, which is kind of crazy. So, howdy and hello, all the lurkers, and obviously howdy and hello to those in chat. We're still ongoing in our quest to get a shiny Squirtle. Whoa. We haven't gotten it yet, quite obviously. We are chugging along though at 2,476 resets, soon to be 2,477 because I am pretty sure this won't be a shiny, and it is not. So, still ongoing. I had breaks in custom made, but I know a few mod devs that could probably make gas farm. I would genuinely pay money. I would genuinely pay money. I don't know. I have a lot of like for this channel in particular, like right now, my only two, I post shorts sometimes, but I don't know. Shorts are kind of weird for me to do. I don't do them very often, but I do make long form and I do stream. Those are like the two big things I do. But the long form is all like faceless. So what I do for collaborations that I'm a part of is I try to like push my limits like as a creator. And so with the one I just did and completed, I was like, I'm gonna do something I just haven't done before. And I think it actually ended up working out pretty well. I think I'd still prefer to be like faceless on my content. But I think coming down the line, maybe in like 6 months, or well, whenever Pokemon, like in August, maybe if I end up going to San Francisco, I have a thing or two up my sleeve potentially. But yeah, it's gonna require some thinking and some planning and all that jazz. Gotta remember, a lot of PS2s were purely used as DVD players. That's so true. It is something that I didn't know that PS2s could do when I was a kid. I think I must have been in 5th grade when I found out that the PS2 was also a DVD player. And the only reason I found it out was because my godbrother had brought over, like, he had brought over a disc of Gumby. I don't know if you guys remember what Gumby is. Oh, shoot, I shouldn't have done that. Let me go back. And let me go back. Actually, no. I think that's right. 2480 is right. But it was like this green, like, clay thing, and it was just, you know, just kind of like, what's going on here? Like, what do you mean the PS5 can, or not PS5, what do you mean the PS2 can be a DVD player? That doesn't feel real, because we had a DVD player. Of course, the PS2 was a lot cheaper than most DVD players, and the DVD player that we did have was also Sony. So, maybe there wasn't that much of a difference. But, yeah, we played, the console that we used the most for, like, DVD stuff is actually the PS3. We basically used it as a Blu-ray player. We didn't have a Blu-ray player, we just had the PS3. And so that's what we did. I went on a Markiplier FNAF nostalgia binge myself. That's pretty cool. That is very cool. I have been kind of tempted to go back to the old, like, game theory videos, the ones that Matt Pat used to do. Because I haven't watched those in a while. And some of them I'm kind of like, it'd be interesting to see how many of them, like, actually, like, were real. Like, actually, like, theory confirmed. Theory confirmed. I don't know how many of you, I feel like I bring them up, like, every video, but it's just because I rewatch the vlogs all the time. In one of the first couple, like, first, like, 5 or 6, 7, 8, maybe the first 10, I'll just say the first 10, like, Switch line vlogs from Alex, Triforce, and it was like, oh, they should make, like, a Pokemon MOBA game. If they do that, it's a lock. And That was in 2017. And they did end up doing that. They did end up doing that. He predicted the future. So it's kind of cool, like seeing what people think will happen and then being like, oh my gosh, like that did actually happen. I think that's really fun when that happens. I sent you 5 reasons. Okay. I see black and white communities. Ooh. Emerald version. I would have died if they put Emerald. Actually, I will still die if they put Emerald on the Switch eShop. They did Fire Red and Leaf Green, so I know a lot of people are thinking that they might do like Gen 3 on the Switch. And all I'm going to say to that, and this is kind of a teaser in a way for my next video. I would not be surprised if they did that, if only because it's like horrifically hard to find some of the Gen 3 Pokemon in the Switch era of games. Like actually like really bad. Really bad how challenging some Pokemon are in Gen 3 to find. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's intense. It is intense. But technically this is a Gen 3 game, and the fact that you can't complete the National Pokédex, I think that also means that, you know, because I think this game for the National Pokédex has everything through Gen 3. Maybe it doesn't. Truth be told, I didn't play this game when I was a kid, so I don't know. I played Pokemon Yellow. That was my Kanto game. I played Pokemon Yellow. and that was fun. The code in Fire Red Leaf Green has support for RSE, so it's definitely planned. It would be so awesome. It would be so cool if there was, you know what that would be fun for? Normally they have a Pokemon Presents in July. I think it might be a bit soon at that point in time for like Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald to come out. But you know, like those are like the perfect summer games. Like they're so fun to play over the summer. You have all the water, IGN 7.5, too much water, obligatory mention. But I really love those games. And I'm totally not just saying that because Cast Form was introduced in them. I mean, what? That's not the actual reason. That's the game that I grew up with. Well, actually, it's really weird. My Pokemon experience was really, really weird growing up because the first Pokemon mainline game I ever played was actually Pokemon Yellow. However, I played Pokemon Yellow for the first time in like 2006. So it wasn't when the game came out. That's just got it secondhand, and that was my first. And then I got Pokemon Ranger was my next one. And then after that, I got Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Emerald. I actually got it on the same day. My grandfather, may he rest in peace, gave me Pokemon Diamond, and my mom gave me Pokemon Emerald. And that was like the best birthday of my life. It was my 10th birthday. And I got both those, and I got like a giant binder full of cards. There's a picture on my Twitter somewhere of me from that year, because I had a Pokemon themed like as close as what you could call a friend birthday, because it was I didn't really have a lot of friends growing up, and so it was like 3 of the neighborhood kids that, or not even neighborhood kids, 1 neighborhood kid and 2 other kids I knew from school that came for my birthday, and that was like the Pokemon birthday. I begged my mom to get a I don't know if you guys ever got this or remember this. Maybe some of you are too young. Math, if you're still here, you definitely won't know what I'm talking about because it's a US thing. But there used to be this like mail-in like magazine that was like specifically for sales, right? But it was called, I think it was called like Season's Greetings or something. Seasonal Greetings, seasonal something. But basically it had like a bunch of like themed birthday packages, and I remember as a kid I would beg my mom, like, please, can I get a Pokemon one, Mom? For my 10th birthday, can I have a friend party and Pokemon birthday? That's what I asked for. And I got it, kind of. It wasn't like the full package. We didn't have a lot of money, so she got me like a couple party favors for my friends, and it was definitely like unofficial and like fan made because like it put gosh, what did it put as it put Azurill and then Meryl and then Azumarill. However, they put Azumarill as both Meryl and Azumarill. So that was an error, and I was like, they messed it up. That's okay though. It is okay for them to mess it up. It's totally okay. But we got that. We got like a vinyl like banner that was like Pokemon themed. I know it wasn't even Pokemon themed. We had that for a while. It was just like a generic like happy birthday banner, and we used that for multiple things over the years too. I think we even used it at the new house once we moved, and it was just, I don't know, like that year was fun. My mom, we couldn't afford like a bakery cake. So instead she hand baked the cake, and it was a chocolate cake, and she put a bunch of like my Pokemon figures on it, so it looked like it was kind of like a baked cake. And I remember being so excited for it because to me there was no difference. You know, the bakery cakes had the special like decorations that you'd put icing on, like the Barbie that had like the icing as her dress. And I just didn't know the difference. I was like, oh my gosh, there's figures on my cake. Probably next Pokemon Presents me. It could be July, and if it's not July, it's probably in the fall. But I've heard that we're not getting any Winds and Waves news this year. Which is as long as it's 2027, I'm fully expecting that at this point to be a November 2027 game, which is gonna suck. Because I definitely want to go to the store for that, and it's gonna be freaking cold. It's gonna be so cold. November, New York, not my favorite thing. National Dex isn't even completable due to Gale of Darkness not having home compatibility. Never touched a magazine in my life. I should really continue my Zelda Breath of the Wild challenge run. Yes, I do agree with that. You should. Let's see. I already all I'm gonna say is expect a Breath of the Wild replay next year. I think I'm gonna do one next year. I already have a couple of things planned for next year. I'm thinking like way far ahead. I'm like, okay, in June I'm gonna do this, and then June 2027 I'm gonna do this, and this. I do also have a birthday stream planned, but that's not until July. So there's really no sense in talking about it, but I'm already thinking about it. I'm already like, what am I gonna do? Because I just want to stream like the entire day. It won't be on my birthday because unfortunately, you guessed it, I'm working on my birthday. Shocking, I know. So shocking. I work every other day of the year too. Not actually. That's a dramatic thing to say. But I do work a lot. I work on holidays, I work on weekends, I work on... And I mean like all holidays. I don't mean like I work on President's Day and Memorial Day and that's it. I mean like I work Christmas, I work New Year's, I work Thanksgiving, I work Easter, I work them all. So, I do unfortunately just have to work on my birthday, which means that the stream is going to be slightly after my birthday. But my schedule is kind of still in flux. I thought it wasn't, and then it was. So, sometime around like in general vicinity of July 12th is probably when that will be. I do somehow want to buy Tales of Arise on Switch too, but that would be crazy because I already have that game. I am not above buying a game I already own, unfortunately. We have Elden Ring for the PS5, and I'm like, I really want to get it on Switch too. We already own it, and I'm just like, get it to me on Switch too, please. Professor Oak theme low-key drive me crazy. Crazy, I was crazy once. They locked me in a room full of rubber rats, and rats make me crazy. Crazy, I was crazy once. I feel like that is a meme. I feel like it's a meme. Oh, I thought I clicked A. That's my bad. Nope. Me who owns 8 copies of Minecraft. That's a lot. That is a lot. Ooh, we have reached 2,500 resets with no shiny Squirtle. Actually, we're probably pretty close to a quarter into like full odds, or maybe a little past a quarter. Because it's like what, 8,956 or something like that. So if we take 2,500 divided by 8,956, 27%? Or is it 9,000? Hold on. Shiny odds. 8,192. What am I talking about? Divided by 8,192. We are 30%. We are 30% into our hunt in terms of if we get it on the 8,192nd attempt. If we get it before, that's great. I think it's gonna be like around the 4,000 mark myself. I think I said like 4,500. Or not 4,500. Yeah, 4,500 I think is what I said when I asked the guesses like a couple streams ago of this. I only ever try to get one physical copy of a game. That's fair. I am just a Nintendo gamer. And I like to have things on Nintendo consoles. You have 10 copies of Minecraft. Wow. I think technically okay, right now I own 2 because unfortunately I lost my Java account after the whole you're moving from Mojang to oh, ooh, looks like it might rain a little bit here. It was starting to get dark, and so I was like, Let me check something real quick. And we're good. It was looking like it was getting dark, and I was like, what's going on? Turns out it might rain. Ooh, spooky. Ah. Alright. Nothing yet. I think 2,600 was our goal. Honestly, it'll be whatever I can get to before 8 o'clock. Because I think I'm gonna get off around 8 o'clock. Now that I have an Xbox One, it's time to also get some Xbox One games. And Xbox Series S is for Game Pass Ultimate. I've never had Game Pass. We used to have like the PlayStation version of it that would basically like let you play like a handful of games, and then they got rid of whatever it was that I was using. But you could like stream onto your PC from your PlayStation, so I used to do that. That's actually how I originally started playing Civ. I haven't played Civ in a while, but I do own Civ 6. I haven't gotten, or was it Civ 7? I can't remember which one. Whatever one got out on the Switch. I think it's Civ 6. But that's how I originally got introduced to it. Java, Switch, Xbox, PS4, PS5, Wii U, 3DS, iOS, PS4 Legacy, PS Vita. I own too many copies of Minecraft. That is a lot. I technically have 2, but that's only because I have the Switch, like Nintendo Switch edition, and then when they changed that to just being like flat for everything, I have that version too. I think I have both of them still. I played Mixtape because of free Game Pass I got, so like, yeah, that's why. That is fair. I don't know if I'd buy that game myself. It's just like, I don't know. I think if it had more elements of impacting the story, like I really liked Life is Strange, so it's not the fact that like I can't get into the nitty gritty of controls. I mean, obviously I'm shiny hunting right now. I press A, B, and then A, B, X, Y to reset. It's not very intensive, but I still enjoy it. But it just like, with that game, it just, I mean, the story seems like it's fine. It's just, I don't know. I'm kind of surprised so many gave it 10s. I don't know if it's because they were maybe nostalgic for that time period and we're like, oh my gosh, I'm finally represented. We see a lot of 80s nostalgia. We haven't seen a lot of 90s yet. We're kind of stuck in like the 80s nostalgia bubble. Personally, I will welcome our 2000s nostalgia overlords once they get here. But like late 90s, I think also ends up being in like the time that I'm nostalgia for, if only just because of like the like simplicity of it. Even though I was like a baby, I was not cognizant at all in the 90s. I don't think I gained consciousness until like 2001. I want to say 2001. It might have even been before, because my first memory is me asking my mom why my great-grandma, why I haven't seen my great-grandma in a while. And she passed away, I think, in like 2000. So I must have been like 2.5. I think I was an early talker. And that's my first memory. But I don't remember much after that. It's like, takes time. Actually, a fun fact is that I did not like pizza until I was in 6th or 7th grade. I did not like pizza. I thought it tasted disgusting. And my mom told me that it was apparently because, like, when I was really young, I had bad pizza and I got sick. And from that point on, I was like, I don't like pizza. I don't want it. And so the family tradition we had was to get pizza on Christmas Eve. Like all the family would come over and we'd get a very specific pizza from a very specific place. And I miss that pizza so freaking much. It's so good. Like New York pizza is good, but this pizza is like, it's so just like, oh, it's so good. So good. They've been in business forever, and my dad has been going there like his entire life. So like they know him by name, which is kind of crazy. But I would make them get me a roast beef grinder on the side, which for those of you who do not know, aren't from New England, aren't from Massachusetts or Connecticut or Vermont, or it's really just New England in general, maybe not Maine and New Hampshire, but Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, I think all use it. A grinder is a sandwich. It's a submarine sandwich. I believe where I am now, they call it a hoagie. But I still slip and call it a grinder because that is my vocabulary where I was born and raised. It's kind of like how like my area where I grew up is the only pocket of the country that calls a tag sale a tag sale. A tag sale is a garage sale or a yard sale or something like that, but I still call it a tag sale. It's because you put the tags on the items, you know? You put the tags on the items and you sell them. Tag sale. Mixtape sweep at TGA's imminent. It's so sad. I feel like that's literally Industry Plant the game. It's just Industry Plant the game. Low-key. Also, Game Pass has all the games I want to play, and Forza Horizon 6. You know, I did see that got good reviews. I'm not really into Forza, but good for the Forza fans that their game got a good review. I would maybe buy it on PS5 because I like the vibe, but I want that 75% off. I would expect it to go on sale in the holiday season, which reminds me, I do have another video idea about the holiday season in video games. It's really getting windy out. Might be getting a little stormy. I've been loving Forza Horizon 6. I know you said BRB, Maddie, but that's cool that you've been playing that. Probably not, honestly, too many other games that are great coming out, but GTA 6 will snub all awards. Ooh. Like, do you mean, like, GTA 6 will get all the awards, or GTA 6 will be snubbed and not get anything? It's, like, really, sorry, I'm just, like, looking, like, it's so windy out. Like, I wish I could show you guys, like, the trees are, like, bending, like, backwards a little bit. Oh, that's why. You see, time for a science lesson with Lauren. Very exciting. So, sometimes when a thunderstorm forms, you will get, there's so much wind and rain coming off of the storm, and it doesn't happen all the time, and it typically will mostly happen with stronger storms, but I'm assuming that this has a lot of wind associated with it, because it doesn't look like that it's that heavy on reflectivity, so I don't think it's the rain. But it'll send out like a gust of wind, basically, in front of the front. And that's usually called like an outflow boundary, and it's the outflow from the storm. And sometimes it'll like whoosh, and it'll get a, no, you're not allowed here. You're not allowed on the table. Not allowed on the table. No, my cat is back. Please, no. I know what you will do, and it won't be good. I know. I know she wants to be on the table so bad. GTA 6 will get all awards. Yeah. It almost feels, you know, that's the thing though, it's May. It is May, and that we're probably like, it's May and we haven't seen anything from that game yet. And I'm like, they have to release something like over the summer, right? Like something over the summer. Actually, you know what? Since I am now getting a little thirsty, I will show you guys my cup of the day. Now, this cup of the day is very sentimental. It was gifted to me by my first best friend. And it may not look like much on this side. It has a French flag and a winky face and a heart. However, when you turn it around, it has some text. And it's the moment when you start thinking dans les deux langues at the same temps. I used to take French when I was in high school, and she got me that cup, and I love it. Thirsty. Alright. The November 2027 release isn't gonna change from what I've been hearing. Wasn't it November 2026? Wasn't it supposed to be out like this year? Am I misremembering? I thought it was this year. For GTA 6. Perhaps I am misremembering. Now I'm gonna check, because I'm not sure. GTA 6 release date. Yes, November 19th, 2026. But then again, ain't no one watching the Game Awards for the awards. It's all about them game announcements, like all 5 of them. Yeah, hopefully Jeff Keighley doesn't mess up again this year. Because that whole thing with, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the name already. Highguard, right? I think it was Highguard. Like, it being, like, dead on arrival. That sucked. That was the last game. I'm like, Mega Man should have been the last game. Come on. Also, sorry, I just banged my bracelet. I have a bracelet on. And sometimes I accidentally bang it on the table. No, you're good, Nem. I was just like, I thought it was 2026. Is it not? Maybe it's not, and I just don't know. Perfectly possible. I always hope that Nintendo will be at the Game Awards. I thought for sure actually last year that they would be. I thought it would be a really good avenue to put out a trailer for Metroid Prime 4. But with how that game turned out, I wonder if they maybe knew it was kind of mid. Might be the term I want to use, a little mid. And so maybe they didn't want to like show that off. But like, I don't know. Like, I think they should maybe advertise during it or something. I don't know. I feel like it would be nice. Whoever pays the most gets that top spot. The clip in TGA costs a lot, so not many do it. Yeah, and yet what does show up is really weird. Well, I guess that's why, like, there's some games, like, there's some games that, like, the Game Awards will, like, focus on that literally are industry plant the video game. That's how I feel about it, at least. I'm like, this is totally just, like, here because it got funding from, like, some super billionaire or something like that. Summer Games Fest is coming up next month, and, I am sure I'm not alone when I say I really miss E3. I really miss E3 so much! I miss it so much. I remember I had a doctor's appointment one year, like, while Nintendo's E3 was going on. I can't remember what year it was. It might have been 2012? Maybe 2013? It was whatever the one that they ended on, like, a Nintendo Land, like, stage display. It was, like, before they started doing directs instead of E3. But honestly, I still, like, I miss the, press conferences. Honestly, here is the thing. Despite people copying the Nintendo Direct formula, I used to watch all three. I used to watch the Sony State of Plays. I used to watch the Xbox ones, and I obviously watched Nintendo. I no longer watch the Xbox ones as much because nothing ever really excited me. Unless Bethesda is showing Elder Scrolls 6, I will not be there. That's kind of where I'm at. Unless they are showing Elder Scrolls 6, count me out. But I mean, Fable also. I hope Fable makes it to Switch too. I'm not buying an Xbox for that game, but I do hope it makes it to Switch too in some capacity because Fable looks pretty cool. So I do want to play that. I really like fantasy games. Like games where I can make a character that's set in a fantasy setting. So that's why I really liked Dragon Age Inquisition a lot. Really like that one. That is a game that I would not mind replaying. But it's a game I would replay off stream. Yeah, it kind of sucks because like there's games I want to play, but sort of the way that this video and in turn the next video is going to be working out is I think I'm going to need to get into like script production right away after I post this next video. So Take-Two CEO has been on multiple recent interviews saying things confidently on how the release of GTA 6 will play out. Well, I hope he's right. Release a trailer then. Your game releases in, let's see, June, July, August, September, October, November. 6 months. And I think we've gotten one trailer for it. They should maybe show another one. I don't know. Summer Game Fest is gonna be at least alright. And so will the Xbox Presents. It's gonna be alright. Or aight. I didn't start watching E3 until 2015. Oh. I don't know, like, the show floor and, like, the press conferences. Like, I would watch every single press conference. I would watch the Sony one. I would watch the Xbox one. I would watch the Ubisoft one. I would watch this, like, when Sega did one, like, Sega. Like, I would always try and watch, as long as I wasn't in school, which most of the time I was unfortunately in school. But I would come home and I would just watch them all. Or if it, like, landed on a weekend, like, I remember 2017? I think it was 2017. If not 2017, then 2018. I remember watching that before I went. Actually, you know what? I can check. Because I made a video on my YouTube channel that is now long forgotten. like long forgotten because I privated it. I can see when that was uploaded. Real quick, I'll check on my phone. So the last E3 I think I watched, let's see, Nintendo E3 Speculation and Hopes was 8 years ago, June 13th, 2017. It was not a very good video. I don't think you'd want to see it. But what Pokemon should I shiny hunt in Violet? I have no saved data. Ooh, no saved data. Let me see something real quick on my end. Let's see. So, unfortunately, you can't do like what I'm doing in this game because the shiny starters are unfortunately shiny locked. Well, the starters are unfortunately shiny locked. At least in terms of like shiny hunting them from the start. Honestly, my go-to for Scarlet and Violet, and you have no save data, so it might take a minute for this to like materialize, I guess. But if you get mass outbreaks, those are fun to shiny hunt in. So it doesn't really matter like what Pokemon it is, just as long as there's a mass outbreak or an outbreak of some kind. I don't know if they call it a mass outbreak in Scarlet and Violet. I forget, honestly. It's been a while since I touched that game, unfortunately. Honestly, I haven't touched a Switch Pokemon game in a minute. I'm due for some Legends Arceus play though, so maybe I'll stream that coming up soon-ish. I feel like I play too many games. Everything interests me. Let's can learn from these streams, not gonna lie. Oh, wait, what can he learn? Now I'm curious. Wait, what can he learn? What am I doing right? Also, because recently I've been getting lucky on my hunts. Do you have a Discord server so I can send you the image up if I end up catching? Also, I do not. Oh, you don't have a DLC. Yeah, I do have a Discord. It's easy to find. But yeah, hopefully you end up catching it. I should really. I don't know. I've been thinking about maybe like making a Discord server down the line, but I don't really have any need for one right now. I feel like I'm mostly talking some of my other friends' Discords. Oh, whoa. I didn't know I could do that. The DLCs though, I bought the DLCs and I have not finished them. So maybe one day we'll do a stream where I'm just like finishing the DLCs. But yeah. Yeah, but I don't know, E3's, it was so fun. I'm back on the E3 topic, I'm sorry. Oh man. I was so sad when they were like, E3's not coming back, sorry guys. Because honestly, like if they kept doing the like open to the public thing, like if they were doing that like now, I would go in a heartbeat. I'd always wanted to go to E3. I did go to PAX East. Big PAX East attendee here. I didn't go this year because money did not permit, unfortunately. But I'm planning on I'm hoping at least to go next year. Next year will be probably slightly easier because it's a little later. Oh, I'm more chill and engaging with chats. Yeah, honestly, I will occasionally get like caught up in the numbers, like, oh my gosh, why didn't I earn any subs? But it's kind of just, I'm doing it for fun, you know? And I think doing it for fun is half the battle. Because if you're doing it for fun, you can't be as disappointed. Like, do I care about numbers? Like, I think I'd be lying if I said I didn't care. But it's just, like, low on the priority list, if that makes sense. Like, I really like talking to chat. Like, having conversations is what I kind of like to do. One day, if I ever get good enough as this, and I'm kind of seeing myself, like, starting to get good at it, especially during, like, shiny hunting streams. But, like, I just feel like I really want to, like, increase my energy levels, and, I want to be able to, like, be fun to watch. You know, like, you don't have to click on the stream, and really, like, even if I wish that, like, I had more energy and stuff, like, I have to start somewhere, right? And, you know, every person that's watching, like, they are choosing to be here and choosing to click on the stream, and it doesn't do myself or any of you guys, really. Lurkers, people in chat commenting, it doesn't do any of you good if I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I haven't gained a sub yet, like, like, it doesn't matter, you know? Like, it's all for fun. Yeah, I would love to stream every day if I could. Honestly, if I could, I would. But it's also like if I'm having like I almost streamed my last days off, so that would have been, oh gosh, let's see, today is Tuesday, so this would have been Thursday and Friday last week. I almost streamed last week, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm too tired. I was like, I'm too tired to stream, even though I have the day off. Like, I can't. I was so tired, and I was like, it's not gonna be fun for anyone to watch if I'm just like tired the entire time. So yeah, I'm trying to improve on energy levels, and trying to be entertaining to some degree. I'm not a very funny person, but I do like making conversation, and I like talking with people. And unfortunately, I don't get to talk to a lot of people IRL. Because again, I work all the time, so my IRL interactions are things I deliberately set time aside and set time off for. So like, basically... Sorry, I like lost my train of thought. I don't know, but it's TLDRs. I want to get more enjoyable to pay attention to. Because like, I don't know, I feel like that's half the battle. If you're entertaining them, people stay, and if people stay, number do go up eventually. I'm sure he will. Honestly, I think... Oh, I was like, why do I see, like, steam? It is because someone is cooking burgers. I'm facing my, courtyard, and so someone is grilling. I think, like, a lot of content creators, get to that point of burnout. And it's something I'm literally trying so unbelievably hard not to get to myself. Like, so hard. Like, I don't want to get to that point where I'm burnt out. So I'm really trying to, like, pace myself, and that's why I only do, like, one video a month. I know if I did more, I would burn out. But with that one video a month, I really try to make it something that I personally would want to watch and haven't seen yet. And, you know, in the future, I want to expand to more types of content. And that's kind of what I was referring to a little bit earlier. But I think it's going to be slow and steady, and I think if I rush myself, it won't be good. I did kind of rush myself into streaming, but this is something I've wanted to do. I've wanted to do this for so long, like years, like probably like close to a decade. I've had this YouTube channel for close to a decade. My first video was from 9 years ago. And you know, it's kind of cool to finally start to make it something. But I only got to that point because I was motivated, you know. Honestly, Litz was a motivator for me. Chicken was a motivator for me. meeting so many like content creators out on the Nintendo New York line. Like that was a motivator for me. And it made me realize like I do want to do this even if it's hard, even if it takes time. Even if, you know, there might only be like a couple people talking or a couple people in stream. I think it's you have to want to do it because you want to, not because you want fame or anything like that. Like there was so much I wanted to just say and talk about. And so most of you, I think, probably haven't watched this, but the first video of that sort of like philosophy was my amiibo video that I made. Like, why are amiibos so expensive? Like, why is that how it is now? And that one, like, I was happy with how that one did. It got like 200 views, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm satisfied. Like, 200 views is really good. And then the next one blew up, and I was like, oh, I never could have expected it, you know? So, I think pacing yourself is important, and that's why I don't stream every day. I really only stream on my days off. On nights it's different, and here's the thing, because I was talking about it a little bit earlier. I don't stream after my day shifts because I am too tired. Now, I am also too tired after my night shifts. However, I will fall asleep if I do not do something with my brain between the time I get out and the time I have to go to bed. And streaming is a really fun way for my brain to stay engaged. Really fun way for my stream to, or my brain to just be engaged with things. Fire Emblem engaged with things. I had to. But you know, it's always a work in progress, and yeah, I just don't know. Expect more streams next month because I will be on night shift and I will want to be awake. So basically how that goes is I get out of work. If I split sleep, so let's say I get out of work at 6 a.m. If I go to bed right away, I will be up by noon. And then I will have to go back to bed around like 3 or 4 o'clock. And then I'll wake up again at like 7:30, 7 on the earlier side, and I'll have to get ready for work. And I just, you know, like that wasn't working for me. So then, like this past year, I think starting in January, like late January or February, I think it might have been February actually, I decided, okay, this isn't working. I want to stay up until 11 a.m. to noon. Sometimes a little later, sometimes it's 1 or 2. It kind of depends. And I want to be able to stay awake, and that way I can just get 8 hours, like 6 to 8 hours all in one go. And that is what has worked best for me. But it's really hard sometimes to stay up that long. So on days where I feel particularly tired, I might not stream and I'll go to bed at 11. But on days when I'm more awake, you know, I will grab breakfast, I might go for a walk on the treadmill, and then I will be streaming, and then I will stop for the day, eat lunch, and go to bed. And that's just sort of how it goes. My motivators are Goldsmith, Ice Sweats, and Chicken Ninja. People pretty much outside the community. And TBH, I am also kind of outside the community. That's okay. We love you anyway, Math. I should try that when I want to start streaming. Yeah, because Nem, you're also a fellow night shift worker, right? I think you were saying that the other day. It's a, or maybe night shift sometimes, I don't know. But it's a challenge, you know. But like, I need to stay awake, or it won't be a good time for me. Might just be me, but I find Nintendo creators' content a bit too normal/lackluster to get motivated by it. For me, it's like I see normal people, even if the content isn't anything special, I see normal people trying to pursue their dreams, and that's why I get motivated. Because I'm a normal person, and I want to pursue my creator streams too. Creator. Like, I don't know. I think there was a lot more motivation in the 2010s days. Like, a lot of times, not currently, just that one time. I feel like a lot of times these days it's just person talking to camera and that is the content. But I tend to really like Nintendo channels that will do like retrospective content or like look backs, and that's kind of why I make what I make. It usually has something to do with like a look back of some kind. That's been the common theme with my videos so far, even with the one that's in production right now. It's not technically like a retrospective, but it is like a look back. And that's what I just enjoy making, and that's the content I like to watch. So I try to make things that I want to watch. So yeah. But you know, I don't know. Like with streaming, it's kind of hard for me to like make content I'd want to watch, which is why like I'm so focused on trying to kind of become a little bit more, I don't know what the term would be. A little more like, sorry, I'm looking down at something, a little more hyped. It might be the word I want to use. A little more hyped. I want more energy. Energy. But unfortunately, like that's just like not necessarily my total personality. Like I can be very excited. Like honestly, I kind of wonder like in person, if I get excited about something, it's like I will be bouncing off the walls. But with gaming, I just don't tend to get that way because I'm usually like so focused. So I feel like with like the shiny hunting streams too, it's just like for me, it's just like I can focus. Like there's so few buttons I have to press. I don't have to worry about being good at anything or worrying that people are gonna get sick of me dying constantly like I do in Mario games. As much as I do enjoy to play them, or rather enjoy playing them, it's just that I feel like I have to be focused on the level and not as much on the interaction with chat, and not as much on the interaction like, or not the interaction, just like focusing on like my own like energy levels. Like I kind of just feel like there's a lot of empty air sometimes. So like playing casual games like Pokopia or Tomodachi Life, those are easier for me. And I'm sure, you know, with time I'll get better at sort of multitasking and stuff. Honestly, I think someday I'd really like to just do a Let's Chat stream or something like that. Like maybe I'll show you guys like my Pokemon cards or something like that, because I got a lot of Pokemon cards. And I can't really like, I can't necessarily live stream that super well because I don't want to just take my camera around, because for me that's not fun content to live stream. But I don't know, there's so many things I could do. It might also be Nintendo content fatigue, because Nintendo YouTubers are honestly all the same. It's not only a Nintendo YouTuber problem though. Yeah. I don't know if you watch him, but Thomas Game Docs, or wait, no, sorry, I think they go by she, her pronouns now. But those videos are really good. I'm not sure. I can't remember if, yeah, I can't remember, but apologies if I did just accidentally misgender them. But yeah, their videos are really good. And it's kind of like the same like sort of like developmental history and like the history of like certain franchises and how did this happen, and I think that's really fun. So I do take like a lot of inspiration from that. But in terms of like Nintendo news channels, I think specifically, like it feels like they're all like painfully similar, and so I feel like you really have to focus on the personalities, but even all the personalities are kind of similar. It's not that they're all the same, it's just that they're really like similar to each other. And I feel like there's a little bit more variety back in the day, other than like white dude looks at you and relays Nintendo news. As much as I do actually watch that content sometimes, it just feels like there's not a lot of variety. I think you're right that there's not a lot of variety, and like that's okay. Well, it's okay, and it's you know, I think it just means that there can be more space for things. Actually, someone I really enjoy, and I don't know, Math, if you'll enjoy their content much, because it is like pretty heavily on the Pokemon side. But Cecily, her videos are so good. I love her videos. I think she brings kind of like a different kind of spin to things, which I really like. Sir Morsty's response videos on some of the more sloppy type of Nintendo YouTubers are very entertaining. Not to spread negativity toward those guys. Yeah, no negativity towards anyone, because I myself am not perfect, nor will I ever pretend to be. So, it's just, you know, like, it feels like there's not as much hype, not as much excitement might be the term. It kind of just feels like there's a lot of neutrality to negativity, I think is what I'll phrase it as. And it's not that I need things to be like hopelessly positive either. It's just like I actually really want to make a video at some point. The title of it is just gonna be "It's okay if you're not a Nintendo fan anymore." Like, I feel like a lot of people have actually grown out of Pokemon and Nintendo and just like don't want to admit it. So like for me, I kind of had like a point at, like in the past year where I was like, do I really like before ZA came out, I'm like, do I even really like Pokemon anymore? Like, do I actually enjoy it? And then ZA came out, and although it wasn't my favorite Pokemon game, it did reaffirm to me, like, yeah, I really do like Pokemon. Like, I really do like it. It's not just me being weird. People strive on negativity. Yeah, and like that's like, I don't want to be like a heavy source of that. I might make like negative jokes in my videos, not like actual negativity, but just like I think I made a joke at Xbox's extent in my Tomodachi Life video, and it wasn't like me trying to be negative, it was just me trying to joke a little bit, like a tiny bit. And yeah, I don't know, I think there needs to be more positivity, and it feels like the era of, if I'm honest, I feel like there was a big turn when Etika passed away. And I know that's like so stereotypical of me to say. I get it. I know. You don't need to tell me. You don't need to think it. I know. But I feel like it's true. And I think something that I really want to try to do, you know, I'm not ever going to be as hyped as, you know, him or like Alex was back in the day. But I think that's okay too. I want to bring my own sense of positivity and my own sense of like hype, I guess, to the table. Like, you know, like, I don't know, like, I'm not gonna be like bouncing off the walls, like, oh my god. Maybe unless I'm like, if I ever watch a Nintendo Direct live, the Star Fox Direct was kind of weird and I wasn't like that just because I was so just like watching it for the first time, I was just like, Falco looks like that? Like, what? What do you mean Falco looks like that? That can't be real. What did they do to Fox? I probably will pick up that game, low-key. I probably will pick it up. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it or not, just because, like, I will no doubt be very bad at it. I've played 64 and I'm bad at it. But that's okay. I think I've said it before, I don't need to be good at a game, I just want to have fun and play it with you guys. And honestly, maybe the fact I'm so bad at video games, maybe that helps my cause. Hopeless streamer tries to beat Star Fox on the Nintendo Switch 2. I don't know, but yeah, kind of like what I was saying, like, I don't know, I miss that sort of content. I miss like the like hyper like positivity. I know I said I didn't, I just said that I don't like that, but I don't mean hyper positivity as in like, I don't like hyperpositivity as in like everything is great and nothing's wrong ever. I mean hyperpositivity as in like being positive about positive things and being really like really extra positive. If that makes sense. I don't know if it does. It's 1 a.m. so I'm gonna go. Thank you for dropping by, Math. I really appreciate it. As always, I know it's super late for you, especially, so like you don't ever have to stay super long if you can't. And I just appreciate it. So have a good night and sleep well. Hydrate, don't dehydrate. 2019 was my high school graduation year, but it also became the end of an era for me between moving and Etika passing. Yeah, that's fair. That is absolutely fair. I'm gonna do something real quick. Alright, we're good. Sorry, I was just doing something real quick. Checking something. Alright, there we go. Oh, let me monitor. Alright. Alright, we got about an hour left. I think we might make it to 2600 before we officially get off stream for the day, but I guess we will see. I graduated. I always forget that I'm a little bit older in terms of like many of like the online communities that I'm in. I'm usually on the older side because I graduated in 2016. That was my high school graduation year. And so that was like, I feel like that was like 2016, 2017. I think 2017, especially when the Switch had like just come out. I'm gonna like lower this slightly. Hold on. I feel like that was like the. Oh, I did not mean to do that. There we go. That's a little better. I feel like that was like the height of the hype. Height of the hype. So, that's just how I personally feel. And I kind of miss the era a lot. And I think as soon as Nintendo kind of comes out with like some bigger games, maybe we can get back to that era a little bit. But right now, like, people are just so just like, they haven't released a 3D Mario. Nintendo is doomed. When Nintendo isn't doomed. They're not doomed. There's also the case that many Nintendo YouTubers are creatively bankrupt and can't find anything interesting to talk about, but gotta yap anyway. Yeah, I follow an Animal Crossing, I guess now / Tomodachi Life content creator, and they like put a new video out like every single day basically, but so much of the time it's just like, you literally said this like the same thing for the last like 4 days. What's new? Oh no, I fell asleep with the burrito still sitting on my plate. Maddie, no. I hope the burrito is good. Or was good. I hope it was at least decent. Thirsty. Thirsty. I don't know if you guys ever heard, like, I'm a big AJR fan, right? Like, I love AJR. But actually, you know what? I just realized that my mic is not, like, totally facing me. I'm gonna, like, fix that real quick. Let me just... Sorry, this is gonna be weird. Alright, hold on. Now it's facing me. There we go. I don't know if that makes the audio better or not. I can like always face it away a little bit too. But at first it wasn't facing me. I don't know if that's better or worse. I might go back in the stream after and see if it makes it worse. Because you never know. Maybe my audio sounds better when it's like slightly like tilted away from me. One of my Twitter friends responded to me, I hope you get this gosh darn turtle soon, and when you do, you're gonna be like, Lauren met Squirtle. That's funny. It is apparently so good, my whole body needed to go to sleep to fully process its deliciousness. I feel like that whenever I have like a lot of pizza. But the thing is, whenever I go to bed after eating pizza, like if it's too soon after, I feel total garbage in the morning. I actually like, I only eat pizza, but like when I'm not like on like my keto stuff, like right now I'm doing keto, and so like my eating habits are different. But when I'm not on keto, I do enjoy a pizza every now and again. And so I usually have to make sure that I'm not eating it on a work night. Because if I eat it on a work night, then I'm gonna feel total garbage in the morning and have to walk in with it. I don't want that to happen. Do. Oh, you definitely got louder. It sounds good though. Good. If it's too loud, let me know and I can like adjust the mic volume down. GTA community have been dealing with that for over half a decade until more interesting YouTubers in that genre got popular and more interested in talking about what's true. Yeah. I don't know, it feels like a lot of it sucks because like the content creators that I used to watch, oh my gosh, there's so many subsects. The content creators I watched when I was in high school, most of them aren't creating as much anymore, which is fine, you know, a lot of them have families now, or they're doing different things with their careers, and I think that's so great. And then like another subsect I just grew out of, and I may still be subbed, but I'm just not like watching them much anymore. A prime example would probably be Game Boy Luke. I used to watch a lot of his content, and I'm still subscribed, but I don't actually watch anything anymore. And then college. Honestly, college and early career is what I'll call it. Kind of blends together a little bit. It's not like I'm trying to think of what term I want to. It's not like I haven't. Oh my gosh, I'm like totally losing my train of thought. I'm trying to think. It's not like I haven't like evolved my taste much. It's just that like there's another subsect I started watching like kind of like as I went into my early career. And when I say early career, that's because I've been out of college now for almost, gosh, you know what? I think I've actually been out of college about 5 years to the day. Unironically, I think it's coming up on 5 years to the day that I've been out of college. And so my first 2 years, I was just at a job where I didn't really like I liked it at first, and then things just went downhill. I was only working nights. I just felt like I wasn't fitting in well, and it was just kind of like, well, you know, it's like, what can I do? And so then I switched jobs, but the YouTubers I watched then, I'm not even watching much of those anymore. And I guess really my the content I tended to watch changed again probably a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, somewhere around there. And some of them are still like, you know, watching or not watching. Some of them are still creating. But some of them are just not. Like they did and then they didn't. And then, you know, it's just, you know, things change, you know. Things change. I swear to God, when you are streaming, water tastes so good. Oh, whoa. That's a lot of people that just randomly popped in. I know I'm completely done with YouTube. I'm preparing to move in with Luke soon, and I'd rather just quit now, and I'm already in a slow patch than have to quit during, say, a good patch when I move. That's fair. And like something that you can do too is like just I wonder, did I change my I wonder if I changed or not. Or it might just be hold on, sorry, let me because I'm curious. I think it is slightly different. That's interesting. Huh. Interesting. I think I should name Squirtle for fun. Earphone died, switching to my other ear. That is totally fair. Alright, let's see. I haven't done this in a while, but will we get the shiny? Not that one, but maybe the next one. I think it'd be cool. It'd be so awesome. It would be so cool. I know I did that the last stream too. But it would be so awesome. And it would definitely be so cool. If we just got a shiny. The Bulbasaur! Whoa! Alright, let's see. Is it a shiny? No, it's not. It's not a shiny. Are you guys excited for anything that's kind of coming up soon? I know, like, of course, there's, like, still, like, the potential of, like, a Nintendo Direct. But, you know, in June. But, I don't know. I am expecting there to be a Nintendo Direct in June. In fact, I'm planning content around that. So... if I get my ducks in a row, what might end up happening is I literally get this video out and then like 2 weeks later I have another video out, which would be fairly quick for me, but I'll still work with people, like if you ever want to do a vid together or something, but that's really it. I'm excited to get this purple medkit, yes. I mean, honestly, like, you could always do like just like casual like shiny streams like this. That's, I don't know. I just like shiny hunting, I think. But like, it's easier right now because all I have to do is like reset constantly. I did again. Yeah, no, that's fair. There's not much right now that's in. I'm excited for Rhythm Heaven Fever. That will be a game I stream. That will be a game I stream. I'm really excited for that, actually. Rhythm Heaven is really fun, I feel like. Are we doing rewards? Rewards? I don't know what you mean about rewards. Got a Bulbasaur. Or, well, my rival got a Bulbasaur. Nothing yet. But yeah, I feel like it's gonna take something big at the. I don't even want to say big. No, I'm just confused what you mean by like. I'm just confused by like, are we doing rewards? That's all. I just don't know what what it means. That's all. Let's see. Blue Mudkip reset, Blue Mudkip reset, Blue Mudkip reset. I'm not crazy, you're crazy. Move Blue Mudkip reset. Oh man. That's how I feel about the Squirtle. It's like, give me the shiny Squirtle now! Give it to me now! I swear to God, that's like a different... Does that mean it has like good IVs or something? I don't know. I swear every so often, like, it just seems like it's like a different color text box. And I'm like, is it a shiny? Because I know the shiny has a different color text box. And then I realize I'm probably just imagining things. Do 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 do. No, 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 no. Someday the shiny will return from war. Today is not that day. Sorry, I had a world start I was looking at. You had too much blue screen. Yeah, that's gotta be it. That's fair, Maddie. Honestly, I feel like the only reason that I kind of enjoy it so much. Gosh, oh my gosh, I look so like this eye looks just so tired. I didn't put my under eye cream on and I can tell. Too much blue screen. I've been thinking about looking more, I don't know, with my birthday sort of like coming down the pipeline. I don't mean for like I'm just kind of talking out loud here. But like I'm kind of like thinking about like my parents are gonna ask me or my relatives are gonna ask me like, what do you want for your birthday? And I'm expected to say something practical. Like I know I want a pair of sneakers. I want a new pair of sneakers. I really wanted the Mimikyu sneakers, but they sold out before I could get them. I was so sad. I was so sad. I was like, I want those Mimikyu sneakers so bad. And I just couldn't swing the money for them. So I was like, But I do want like a pair of just like regular sneakers for my birthday, which seems pretty, like I don't even mean like I want a super special limited edition pair of Nikes. Like that's not what I mean. I mean, I just want like a regular pair of sneakers. I want some Asics. Asics work well with my feet. So honestly, it wouldn't be as bad as it was if resets didn't take 15 seconds just for the title screen to load. That is fair. That is fair. But yeah, and like I need new AirPods, and so like that's something I'm thinking of asking for too, is like new AirPods. I have these. These are this is probably one of the best purchases I ever made. Before I went to Japan, I was like, I should get noise canceling headphones for the airplane because it's gonna suck. Because it's like a 12-hour flight, or like 12 or 13. I think in total I was in like between getting to my first stop and getting to Japan. I think it was like 15 hours of travel. Like it was a super long time, and I was like, I'm definitely gonna need like noise canceling headphones, and these are noise canceling. I don't use the feature very much, but I did on the plane, and I do sometimes at my job. But otherwise, like they're just like a super handy pair of headphones. They were only like 25 bucks. I'm like, I've gotten so much out of them for like a $25 pair of headphones. But I want I want to be able to have AirPods too, because AirPods actually end up working better for me when I'm in the office, because when my headphones are on like these, like I can't really hear my coworkers, and that's not very good. So I just was like, I should probably just get a new new pair of AirPods. You went to Japan? Oh, cool, cool. Totally not jealous. Yeah, it was so much fun. If I ever do like a just chatting stream, I'll just go through all of like the kitchen and like glassware that I got when I went to Japan. It was mostly just like Kirby and Pokemon stuff. But it was a lot of fun. Definitely if you ever get to go someday, highly recommend a trip to Japan. I'm gonna try and go back one of these days. I'm hoping next year. I'm hoping next year. I really hope I can go next year. There's so much I want to do next year that I'm kind of just like trying to ramp up the amount of annual leave I have saved up. When are you coming to Nintendo New York next? I have no idea. Honestly, probably for the Fire Emblem launch, I feel like. Probably for Fire Emblem. As long as I'm like off or available. That might be good. But yeah. Probably then. I was thinking about maybe doing a day trip over the summer when I have like a 3-day off time period and I can just go like on a day trip. Because I do want to go back to the store, like just like, I don't know, I want to do like a New York trip where I can just like literally do whatever and I'm not like just stuck to like doing Nintendo New York stuff, as fun as I do think it is. As much as I do like waiting in the lines. Girl, we best go on a shopping spree low-key. So true, so true. Yes, when I'm in New York next, I'll let you an external know. Yeah, I'm not sure when I'll be there next. But I have like I plan on doing a casual trip at some point this year. I just don't know when. Because I don't know. I would really like to do that. I feel like casual trips to New York are really fun. Maybe I'll do it in like the winter or like fall. I don't know. I have friends now. Like I have a lot of friends that live in New York. Like in the area. Like I should visit that. But it's so funny because I feel like I'd have to do like a 2-day trip. Like one day for like old work friends that live in New York, and one day for like Nintendo New York friends. I feel like that's probably what I'd have to do. Just be like, I'm coming to the city. See me on this day. But a casual trip would be a lot of fun. Yeah. I just don't get to see a lot of people very often, so it'd be nice. I might be able to see some of them in August, but that's because there's a wedding. So I'll be going to that and seeing some of my old work friends that I used to work with. I'm assuming. I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming. I'm hoping to be there by mid-August. Well, if Fire Emblem is in late August, or if it's in September, you might see me. It's gonna be either August or September, I'm sure. The fact that we haven't seen anything about it makes me think it's gonna be September. Actually, because I'm curious, I'm gonna look something up. I'm just curious on the release dates. So, I think Engage was... Oh, it was January. Okay, what about 3 houses? About 3 houses. That was July. So, like, it could be, like, an August game, honestly. How long is the drive to NYC, or do you fly? I do neither. I take Amtrak. I love Amtrak. It's so convenient for me because I just go to the station. Like, the station's... It's not like the most nearby, but it's nearby enough that I can get there on public transit, which I appreciate. And then I'm on the train and I get to New York City, and if I want to go to like Nintendo New York, I just get off at whatever stop it is, walk like 10 minutes maybe, and then I'm there. And it's pretty easy. I've gotten good at navigating the New York City subway. I can navigate pretty easily just because I rely on public transit so much, like even around where I live. So it's really easy for me to navigate. When I went to Gloucester a couple years ago, I had to figure out like the T system. Well, figure it out is a strong word to use because I've used the T since I was like a child in some capacity. Normally it was to go to a Red Sox game, go Sox, but yeah. Go Sox even if we're not doing the best right now. Patrick messaged me? That's kind of weird. No! That's crazy. Sorry. When I was just saying like, oh, Patrick messaged me, like that's weird. I was saying it was weird because he messaged me on LinkedIn. I was like, that's weird. Why did he message me on LinkedIn and not texted me? And it's because Nintendo was hiring a sustainability specialist. Something I could do. That's crazy. I probably won't leave my job, but like, that's crazy. That's so wild. That's so crazy. Huh. Maybe I should just like look into it. I probably wouldn't want to move all the way to Washington State because that's kind of far from my family. But like, imagine. It's just like fun to imagine because I never like I was like, oh, like Nintendo has to like care about like that kind of stuff. But I didn't actually think I would see like a job opening that was so just like, oh my gosh, I actually could do that and I could work for Nintendo. That would be crazy. That'd be the craziest thing ever. Yeah, I did not get the shiny. I was just like, oh my gosh, like I could do that. It's a little silly. I tend to have exaggerated reactions to things. So like even though earlier I was like, yeah, I don't get that hype that easily. For that as an example, I do have some exaggerated tendencies. Like sometimes I'll gasp, like I'll be like, and it won't be that anything's wrong, but people will think something's wrong because I'll gasp and I'll be like, oh my gosh, my favorite game got DLC. Oh my gosh, they just announced a Pokemon Presents. That would be something I would do. That would absolutely be something I would do. Nintendo jobs are always temporary though. I wouldn't take it TBH just due to it having 0 job security. Yeah, it didn't seem to be a contractor position, but I was gonna look into it just like what could be what could be if I had the guts to do it. It would be so crazy. You know, I'm thinking the job in particular, I'll tell you guys the job title. It's a sustainability specialist. You might have had a reaction to that effect when the Star Fox Direct was brought up in chat. I didn't think it was true. I didn't think it was true. I didn't think it was true. I genuinely thought I was being messed with. I was like, there is no way. There is simply no way that a Star Fox Direct is actually happening. But anyway, it's a sustainability specialist. Now that might not seem like much, and it could just literally be for like Nintendo of America's like I'm trying to think of the term, sustainability prospects. Like maybe they just care about the environment. But something else that I think it could be, and this is a big stretch. It's low-key actually a big stretch. But like if it's true that winds and waves is going to be like weather related, perhaps they are looking for somebody for more like input on that stuff. Pikmin 5 confirms. Sustainability, Pikmin 5. For me, it's like sustainability, winds and waves. I'm like, you never know. You never know. You never know. Also, we did make it past 2,600 resets. And we are now at 2605. So the next time I shiny hunt, I can be like, look guys, I'm at 2605 resets. I would like to choose, I don't know, the tough thing about these streams, even though they're really fun to do, is that like in the moment no one's really looking into it. It's kind of like it has legs afterward. But yeah, I don't know. Just kind of neat to think about, like, I could work for Nintendo if I really wanted to. If I really, really wanted to and got the job. It's probably wrapping up development and heading into bug fixes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be like the script or something. Like, they're like, oh, we want your feedback on how we're translating the script and is it accurate? I don't know. Like, if you think about it, Pocopia kind of had something to that degree, you know? Like, when it was talking about, like, oh, like, the humans are running out of food. They don't have enough food, so they have to... I don't know. Like, that is kind of sustainability, if you think about it. And, you know, Nintendo has delved into, like, the weather-related climate stuff before. Might clock out at work today the moment you end stream. I'm overtiming right now because we're short-staffed. Nam, don't I understand that? I am like, yeah, I understand and I feel you and I sympathize with you because that's exactly what I've been doing the past couple weeks and for the foreseeable future. I get a break when I go on vacation, but like all my shifts before and for the month after that are all overtime. It's a bummer. Because we are short-staffed, just like you. Yeah, my aim is 8 o'clock, but I think instead I might end it at like 2650, so whatever comes first. It might be 8 o'clock, it might not be. If I'm really speedy, it might be 8 o'clock. Like, really super speedy. This Pokemon is really energetic. Sorry. I'm like spacing out over here. Nothing yet. It's funny, I'm like, I just have to lock in and be focused, and I immediately get unfocused. It happens, it happens, it happens. Happens to the best of us. Happens to the worst of us. Happens to the most mid of us. But no shiny Squirtle yet. Deeply unfortunate. But yeah, I do have this counter up. I know some people do it without a counter, but I find that like if I'm keeping track, it's kind of like the higher the number goes, it's like, oh my gosh, like I really have done 2,611 resets on this game, on this Squirtle, and have not gotten anything. Which is okay. That you know, the Squirtle will come whenever he feels like it, or she feels like it. It's just more likely to be a male with the gender ratios. Oh, let's see. Nothing yet, but that's okay. We're going at it. We are doing it. We're gonna keep doing it until we get the shiny. We'll get the shiny someday. I had a friend that was shiny hunting Squirtle as well, and he never got it, and I think he gave up. I'm pretty sure he gave up on it. So, how do you have the Squirtle model showing? Is it like a looping video or an actual model? It's a looping video. I found a GIF of shiny Squirtle, and I attached it as a oh gosh, what did I attach it as? Let's see. No, not that one. This one. Is it Fawn? It's attached as an image. I think I saved it as a GIF file and just put it on there. But I liked it. I think eventually I'd like to have like a stream layout for different things. But I think until then, you know. Until then, it's fine. Not a shiny yet. Not a shiny yet. Oh, brother. This has been going on a while. Anyway, my whole point of bringing up my friend that was doing a shiny hunt was that I was about to ask you to teach me how to do it, but I'm not doing content anymore. No, it's fair. You might get to a point where you want to do it again too. Like I went through a lot of like waves at first of wanting to do content and then not wanting to do content, and it was kind of like a lot of like waves. And now I'm kind of just like on that content train, choo-choo. Whether it be streams or whether it be the videos, I'm trying to you know, get into it a little bit more. Oh, womp. Nothing yet. We will get there though. But I'm hoping, like the fact that I have plans for the future, I hope that I don't get burnt out until then. I think I'm pacing myself fine enough that I won't get burnt out. Like the goal is to not get burnt out, but still do content creation. So hopefully I can keep that up. Nope. That's the issue. I do want to do it, but I know that I won't. Oops. Let me get the Squirtle first. But I know I won't have time to do it when I move in with Luke, and like I said, I'd rather face the disappointment now instead of later. Oh. See, oh, I feel bad about that, Maddie. You can always do it like casually in the future, like not have like a set schedule or anything. I don't have a set schedule. I know a lot of people say like, you need to upload your videos at the exact time every single time. And I do try. My normal upload date is some random Tuesday in the month. But I'm trying this time to make it be like a Friday. Because I think the numbers are slightly better from the get-go on Friday, apparently. I've been trying to look more into like analytics and stuff, and Friday seems to be a pretty good time. But that would require a lot of editing between tonight and tomorrow, and I don't know if I can get it all done. So it's gonna be kind of, we'll see. If I can get, like, if I can get more done today, I'm sure if I can get to like 12 minutes today or beyond, I might be good to go, but we'll see. I feel bad telling Luke this because, oh, no, I don't think he'll take it as that. I don't think he will. Because, like, I think, like, regardless, like, it took me time to be able to, like, get to a point where I was like, I can do content creation again. And originally I was going to do it when I was, back in Pennsylvania when I lived out there. And, now I just didn't do it back then. And then I was like, I'm gonna do it now that I've moved here. And it took me a while. It took me a while to be able to do it, you know? Like I have lived here since 2024 and I didn't start taking content creation seriously until February of this year. So up until February, I had like 50 subs. I had 50 subs and a dream, and now I'm at 616, which isn't necessarily the worst. I think that's pretty good growth for a year. But I also do things casually. So like it could be just like the video schedule that you do. Like, you know, maybe you aim to have like a video done like once every 2 months instead of once every month or twice a month, or I don't know, for me I tend to try to do once a month. I have plans of what I would do if I were continuing. I was going to redesign Breakson in the Gen 5 sprite style and have it as like an animated avatar that would sit on. Aww, that sounds so cute. I feel like that would be so cute. If I could have like like a cast form, I probably could just have it like floating over my shoulder. Actually, I have a cast form right here. Whoa. The cool thing about this isn't a Pocopia stream, but the cool thing about it is that it is like the one from Pocopia, and so I can also flip it around and have it look like the rain form. And the rain form is actually my favorite. That's my favorite form of cast form, is the rain form, which is probably the most stereotypical answer, but also a lot of people don't like cast form, so who really cares? It's weak. I don't care if it's weak. It's my child. Yes, you need cast form. Yeah, I think something I might do when I'm not as intense on the editing and script writing and stuff is I might do like a stream layout. I would make it myself. But I haven't really fully decided yet if I want to do it or not. But it's something I'm thinking about. Just like I might experiment with it, you know? Like, I'm small enough now that, like, it doesn't really matter if I have a stream layout or not. If you go the VTuber model route, you can totally get a cast form asset. Yes. I had thought about VTubing before. That was, like, the first thing I was thinking about doing was I was like, oh, I could, like, do a VTuber model, because I was still a little, like, squirrelish about showing my face. Because I wasn't really sure how everything would be received. And then I was like, you know what? It's not my face that matters, or it's not my face that should matter. It's really like my personality. And I was just like, maybe I won't do the VTuber thing. Maybe in the future I might do like a side channel and just maybe do that, but that would be like off of this channel, I think. Could be. I already had a name and everything that I was thinking about, because I thought I was like, I really want to make it like weather related and like kind of like a cloud, but like not an actual cloud. And I had the name figured out and everything. It was really cool. I thought it was a really cool name. It was Breezy Beaufort. And like breezy, like a breeze, like wind, and then Beaufort. A lot of you probably don't know that the Beaufort wind scale exists. And that's basically like it's in knots, so it's not in miles per hour or kilometers per hour for you Europeans. It's just it's in knots, and it's so you get gale or you get a storm or you go all the way up to hurricane force, and that's sort of how it goes. And I thought that was so cool. I thought that was a cool name. And then like having cast form would make perfect sense, you know. Nem, you'll probably know what I'm talking about, but oh my gosh, I'm Pragmata. The Hololive girls had like I can't remember her name. The child. Anna? No. I haven't played the game, so no one yell at me because I don't know. I haven't played the game. Ava? No. Anna? No. I can't remember. I remember seeing that clip that was going around and it was really cute of her like saying her name or whatever. But oh, let me check that, Maddie. But it was, yeah, it was just like, oh, this is my name. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, that works. I think that works, yeah. Your OBS is so much less cluttered than mine. Since I have Hannah Montana now. Oh, the baby's back. Are you trying to tell me something? It's only me that feeds you, huh? I know. I'm gonna be done super soon. Super soon. Hi. Aww. Hello. What are you doing? Are you hopping around? You wanna say hi? Hi. Oh, hello, the baby. He's so pretty. He is. What do you think? Are you pretty? I think you're pretty. I love her. Sorry, I talk to my cat a lot. Like, even like off stream, I do talk to her a lot. Yeah. I think it's why, like, whenever I end up, like, talking on stream, sometimes she'll just be, like, super invested and want my attention. Is because I, talk to her so much. She can hear me. She understands some things. She doesn't understand everything, but she understands some things, right? Like, feed Luna. I do have to do that. But she can wait 10 minutes. I'm actually kind of surprised she only started harassing me for her food now. I thought she would start a little sooner. I could also just have like a Luna like mascot. But yeah, I think coming down the line, what I want to do is I want to be able to have like I want to have like a new profile picture because the one that I have currently, although I really like it and I think it fits my vibe well, it's a picture that I made from a pic crew. So I didn't technically like really make it. So I think I'm going to make my own somewhere down the line. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But every like art, like the art on the thumbnail and every thumbnail, every artwork that's on the thumbnail is made by me. I put a lot of effort in if I can help it. Like I made the Ditto one afternoon, and when I knew I was gonna play Odyssey, I made that in like an evening. Hands are full, but the girl from Diana, yes! Thank you. Yes, Diana. That's who I'm thinking of. But yeah, the Hololive girls had like a little like Diana on their shoulders. I talked to my bunny. He went to sleep mid-convo. Oh no! That'll happen. Yeah, bunnies are really cute. We have some wild ones around here. I saw one on my way to work the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, like it's a bun. They haven't really made like a bunny Pokemon that I'm really a big fan of yet. Surprisingly. I do like that's kind of a lie. I kind of like Bunnelby. Bunnelby's cute. It's just a little guy. But it would be cool if there... Oh, and Scorbunny exists. Scorbunny also exists, but I think Bunnelby is my favorite, like, Pokemon bunny. It's just so cute. It has, like, the little, like, the freckles. I also have freckles! So you know what? Her serial number is EI03367, and you cannot convince me those last two numbers were not on purpose. 67. Oh my gosh. 6-7 joke live in chat. Roku Nana. As the Japanese would say. Roku Nana. I actually had to ask one of my Japanese friends. I was like, did the joke really like make it all the way over to Japan? Like, is the youth over they're really saying Roku Nana? And she said yes. She didn't understand it, but yes. Like, as in, like, she didn't understand why they were saying that. But they were. But that does remind me that I should make a custom alert for that. Although it's sad, I still need to figure out, like, so if I do YouTube, like, super chats, basically, it's limited to, like, the $9.99 or $10, like, it's limited to $10 increments. I really wish it wasn't, because I have, like, custom things I have set for, like, different numbers. And in order to get those to show up, I'd need to set up Streamlabs. And with Streamlabs, it connects to PayPal, but it shows you in the receipt who you're paying. And I don't really want my full name out there if I can avoid it. So it's kind of like a balance of how do I get this set up without doxing my name. My full name, at least. But we are coming down to the end of the wire here. We are getting pretty close. I said I would do until 26:50 or 8 o'clock, and he looks like that's gonna be pretty close together. She said it, she said it, she said 67, 67, 67. The best reactions to Pragmata are from dads like Maximilian Dude. Oh, she's back! Oh my goodness. Oh, hi baby. I know. What are you doing? I know. Very soon. Very soon. Yes, she is saying hello again. She also, like, slightly messed up my hair. That's okay. Right? It's okay. Lauren, you need to send me... You know, I will do that after I get off stream, Maddie. I will do that after I get off stream. I'll send you some pictures. Yeah, she's a baby. Yeah, she's super cute. That is my baby cat. Let's see. Looking around? He was looking around at something. I don't think there's anything in here that she would look around at, but she is anyway. Might be looking outside. Is there anything? No, I don't see anything. They drained the pool outside. It's supposed to open on Memorial Day, but I think they need to. Every year, the last 2 years, the tiles have been popping off of the pool. Like, they have, like, tile lining. And they've been popping off in the winter. And I think it's because it gets so cold that they just like, whoop, pop right off. I'll send you pics of Luke's cat, which will soon also be my cat, so I got picture right. Oh, he sent me some pictures before. That is a goofball. That cat is a goofball. And I love it. Luna can also be a goofball, but she's, she mostly just does things that she knows will make me mad, and does them anyway. Like, you probably, I don't think you've seen enough of her, but she tends to lick her belly a lot. And I think it might be allergies. But she knows, like, I don't like her licking her belly because of it. And she just does it anyway. And I'm always like, Luna, no! No belly! But otherwise, like, she has literally looked at me and knocked stuff down before. Like, she's looked at me and just been, whoop. She is just so silly. Alright. Alright. Oh man, that reminds me. A show that I have not watched in a really long time and need to actually, like, catch up on is Bob's Burgers. I used to watch that show, like, religiously when I was in, high school. Not high school. College and earlier into my career. I would watch that show like crazy. And then I just didn't. I just fell off of it. I was like, ah, I'm not caught up anymore. No shiny yet. Someday the shiny will return. Or show up. Showing up would be good too. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm gonna check my my play time after I'm done with the stream, and I'll post it on Twitter. See how much time I've spent on this. Obviously you can look at the past streams too and just add them all up, and I was shiny hunting before then too. Like I literally I didn't start counting things until I started streaming. Well, or not I didn't start counting things on here until I started streaming. So I was already like 1,200 encounters in. And obviously since then we've done 1,400, almost 50 encounters. And that's a lot. That's a lot with no shinies. But I'm pretty sure, like, there's a 50-50 chance that whenever the shiny shows up, I'm either going to fall out of my chair or I will accidentally soft reset. I say you like choice of these pictures. I'm almost done, so once I get done, I will look at those pictures. I'm like two resets away from being done with stream. And there's been a couple of you lurking, which I really appreciate. So if you're lurking, just know I appreciate you, even if you're not in the live chat. Even if you just have me up in the background. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you. And if you're not already subscribed, please do so. If you enjoyed my rambling and shiny hunting. I do stream other stuff too. I don't know what tomorrow's stream is gonna be. I'm trying to do shiny hunting only once per chunk. Like of streaming days. So there's a chance that it won't be shiny hunting tomorrow and it might be something else. But yeah, I stream other things. I streamed Pocopia, Tomodachi Life. It might be a Tomodachi Life day. We'll see. Oh, I guess I hit 2650. I'll do this just to have it done. I'm not gonna count it though. This is just for fun. Imagine if this is the shiny. That'd be hilarious. That'd be absolutely hilarious. But it's not. Alright. Alright, okay. I think we'll wrap it up for the day there. That was 3 hours, and it's so crazy because every time I stream, I feel like the time just blows right by. And that's why, like, whenever I do my birthday stream, I'm kind of like, it won't even be that bad because, like, the time just goes by so fast. I could probably go for another 3 hours if I wanted to. But my goal is to not burn out, and part of that is having streaming times of like 2 to 3 hours max. If I can avoid it. Sometimes I think the highest I've done is like 4.5. But that was, I think, when I was beating Super Mario Galaxy. And that was really fun actually, to do. So, oh my gosh, wait. Huh? Sorry. I looked over. uh, so, so the people that are like directly across from me, also have a switch. Like I can see into their apartment. I'm not being creepy, I promise. I just looked over and I saw Hisuian Braviary. And I was like, what? So they're having fun over there, playing the best Pokemon game of all time, Legends Arceus. But anyway, we did our 2,650 encounters today. Well, not we didn't do that many, but we did do 250, which is still a lot of encounters. But yeah, we will drop it there though. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Hope you guys have a good night. And I hope guys have a good dinner if you haven't eaten dinner yet. It's getting a little late. I don't know if I'm having dinner tonight because I had kind of a big lunch. So we will see. Maybe I'll just have a bunch of water. All right. But anyway, as always, thank you guys so much again. Lauren Loki being a nosy neighbor, like just a little bit. I just happened to look over. It's not my fault. I just like looked over and there it was. All right. But anyway, time for me to wrap up. As always, guys, eat well, be well, sleep well, and hydrate, don't nitrate. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.